traders, I am back with another video, but unfortunately I had a video yesterday that I wanted to post online, and I got tied up with all my members stuff that I did not get the video posted online. And it was a very good, two good trade setups that I wanted to post so that you guys could have an opportunity to see some trading opportunities that you may have wanted to jump into. So I'm going to show the video still, because maybe it'll be a learning thing, something that you could use for some learning. But I also want to show you what I have for my members that I sent this out to. I got an email from one of my members stating about the videos and about the update that he just received. This was going to be the same update that I sent out to you guys. So let me show you what he said really quickly. Okay, so you'll see shortly that the video that I made for the YouTube members was just two trades with the Euro Yen and the Pound Yen, and also a trade that I was in. But with the Euro Yen and the Pound Yen, I sent that out to my members, and I usually send them out a video, or we have text alerts where we send it out with a trade, your text phone cell number, and there you get a text alert that there's a trade alert. You'll get a text message that there's a trade alert. Well, anyway, one of my members sent me this email, and they said, I saw the mail in time and took the Euro Yen trade and made 160 pips using live micro 5 lots and made about $60. I'm unable to fish myself, but once you asked to fish in the Euro Yen pond, I could fish. I could not concentrate on Pound Yen, which also went very well. Then he was talking about sending the text messages out to him. The thing is that I'm trying to teach people not only to be able to get the trade alerts or get setups that I send out, because sometimes I'll send out a trade alert and sometimes I'll send out a whole video, or sometimes I'll just send out a picture of your chart and discuss what's happening on the chart. You want people to be able to learn to be able to trade their own self and not rely on me sending text alerts. I think trade alerts are one of the worst things in the world, because then you start relying on the trade alerts and you don't use your own analysis, and then also, you know, you'll never learn to trade the markets just relying on some text alerts or trade alerts or whatever. Okay, so that was one thing and I want to show you guys that. So what I do, I make the videos and I make these charts, and I just teach how to trade that pair or whatever we see happening. So it could be Ichimoku that we're trading, it could be price action that we're trading, because we use strictly price action and Ichimoku. Sometimes we don't even use Ichimoku. Sometimes we'll take Ichimoku off the chart. So we have our course. It's going to be the Ichimoku online course, but it's also includes more than just Ichimoku. It's price action, support and resistance, risk management, fractals. We talk about divergence, and also talk about Fibonacci and things of that nature. And I'm not just teaching just Ichimoku. Everyone assumes that I only know Ichimoku because I show that all the time. But I had to learn the markets in order to trade. So yeah, Ichimoku helped me to get established because I could rely on something with rules. But then I had to put in learning how to see more than just taking a signal that I see. I wanted to understand why I was, and understand how to be able to trade the market even without Ichimoku. So I became that way to where I really trade a lot of support and resistance and price action. That's my main way of trading. Even though you always see Ichimoku on my charts, that's because Ichimoku is what I do. So I leave it on there most of the time, but I don't really need it. And when we trade and we come into our forum, the forum we trade, and we don't in our forum we don't use all Ichimoku. So I welcome you guys to come and join our forum, the free section. We have a free forum, and then we have a members forum. Mostly in the members forum we talk about all the stuff that's going on with the course and the things that we're teaching, and trade setups and things of that nature. In the upper free section we do pretty much the same thing, but just don't really discuss a lot of the course material. We just go over a lot of basic Ichimoku things and maybe some price action or whatever. But also I got another email because what we do is I have monthly webinars, and sorry, not monthly, I have weekly webinars. So every week we have a webinar. Sometimes it's a Q&A, sometimes it's able, like what I'll do is allow people to open up their mics and they can talk to me and we talk back and forth, and we'll have a webinar of that sort. Or sometimes I'll just do what we call our 7-day forecast, and then have members ask me questions. So I forecast the upcoming week, what we see going to happen for the next week, and then I have members, if they want to ask questions, they can use their microphone or they can type in the chat box to me. So we do that along with the trade alerts, with the trade setups, with the forum, with the blog, and then we had a price action webinar last week. So someone sent me an email and they said, I honestly believe this webinar was one of the most useful and informative webinars I have ever attended. You covered a lot of ground very quickly. Fortunately, you said you recorded it so we can go back and review it. You put a lot of work and effort into that class. It is most useful to me as I am a frequent swing trader who's up and down in profits. I plan on refocusing my trades and entries into price action. Bet you I'll see an improvement in my profits. You're a talented person and I appreciate you sharing your knowledge and experience with us. Kind regards. Okay, so that's because we do our weekly webinars and we talk about all different things. I had a weekly webinar where we just was strictly naked trading, nothing on the charts. So we traded price action and that's it. We didn't trade anything else. We didn't have anything on our charts. So we don't just do Ichimoku here. I want to teach traders how to trade. So if you come to my site, you'll be able to become a member, or you could purchase one of my courses if you desire. And I'm going to show you that really quick, and then I'm going to show you the video, and then it's just too bad I couldn't get the video out in time. I wish I did. So we'll look at the video. We'll look at the site really quick. Okay, so here's the site. Here's my site, FX at One Glance. It'll be fxatOneglance.com. Okay, so when you go here, you could do a couple things. You could just go to my blog. Some of the stuff on the blog is for members only, but some stuff is for everyone to see. So if I go to the blog, you could see where I post stuff, and this is the market update that I did today. So I did a video today, so you could see that I made a video, and I post that in, and this is for members pretty much only right here. But when you look at the content, it'll tell you members only, and then this is all access. So I made a video again, and I posted this on YouTube too, but I put it on my blog, and this is for everyone. So it's not all stuff for members only, it's stuff for everyone. But if you're a member, you get some of the other content. See, this is all access stuff. And then you could also go to, like, this is the members section. So the members go here, and this is where the home course videos are. This is the 7-day weekly forecast. We put that in there every week. This is a price action trading, and then educational videos, other stuff that I make, talking about whatever it may be, price action, other things with Ichimoku, Fibonacci, anything. So this is more educational videos, but this is all the members section, so they have access to all this stuff. And if you're not a member, you won't be able to get in there. If you want to become a member, you would go here and you just become a member, or else you could just purchase the online video course, but that won't make you a member. Then we have mentoring, but the mentoring is not just for Ichimoku, it's the overall market. And then you could purchase a trade journal. I have a trade journal that I put out, and that's for anyone. If you wanted to come on my site and purchase a trade journal and see how the trade journal is, I could give you a trial membership for it for a week, so you can check it out and see if you really like it. And if you like it, then you can purchase it if you wanted to. It's a really good trading journal. And here's some member testimonials, and this is where members sign in and sign out. Okay, but then this is also another section. We go here for our forum. The forum is very active, and I think that it's really a nice forum because we have so much activity here. So this section here, I put my rules in here, but this section up here is for free members, so it's all about Ichimoku, and you can see this is all free section. So you click on Forex and it'll bring up all the Forex pairs or commodities, whatever, general discussions. But then this section down here, you can see it's FX at one glance members form. So members get to see the trade alerts. Okay, so if I put a trade alert, they click on here and they'll see the trade alerts posted in here, and they can click on here and review the trade alerts, look at the trade alerts, and these are posted way beforehand. So if they wanted to look at this and then assess the market, they can do that themselves from the things that we've already taught. And this is a kind of like a teaching thing. Then we have the news and Ichimoku strategies. This price action section is locked right now as I add more content. I don't want people to mess up some things I'm doing in there. So then you could go to your forex pairs and then your commodities, stocks, and all other stuff. And then I like feedback on the course or anything that I'm doing, and any ideas that members have that can make things better. If you go down here, you'll see that we have a total of 1,750 members. Now they're not all active, but you can see all the total posts and the total topics. So this is a pretty active forum. We have a lot of stuff going on in here. So I think that would be a really nice thing. This section is free, so you can come and just join our forum and be a part of that, and you'll still get some more training on Ichimoku if that's what you want, and other things. Okay, so that being that said and all that, I'm gonna take you to the video that I posted, and I'm sorry that we missed it. Maybe you could look at it as some training, but I think there are some other opportunities arising with those pairs. So I'm gonna I may come back after the video and show you what's going on with those pairs currently, because I think we may have another opportunity. So we'll look at those really quick if I see something brewing. But other than that, here's the video, guys. Sorry you missed it the first time. Sorry I didn't get it out to you in time, but here it is. Thanks. Before I take you to the video, let me show you one last thing. I'm going to show you my trade results for the past month. So I opened up this Trade Explorer on June 10th. So I'm going to show you my results. So you could see here that this is me, and it's a live trading account, and I opened it on June 10th. Not the account, but I opened this Trade Explorer thing so that you could see my results here, and it's 28 days old since the trade been taking place. And then here's my results. You could see my results. So I've made 14 trades in the past month, and 6 long trades, 8 short trades, 71.4% win rate. My winning trades are 10 and 4 losing trades, and then 8 in a row wins and 2 losses in a row. So that's my trade results. I wanted you to see that because I'm going to try to probably post those on my site for my members to see every month, so they can see exactly how I'm trading. So I'm not just telling and showing these guys how to trade. I'm also showing them how I trade and showing them my results. So I just wanted you guys to see that also, and I'll try to update that again within the next month when I put out another video. But now let me take you right to the video, okay? Sorry for the interruptions, but here we go. Alright traders, I'm back again with another video, and I'm starting the week off pretty good. This is my first trade of the week, and you can see I'm in profit right now at 65 pips. I've already moved my stop loss up to about 50 pip profit, because that's going to be my minimum target that I want to take since I'm already up already. But we're looking at this Aussie CAD on the 4-hour time frame, and we traded this off of support and resistance. So basically I go to my daily time frame here, guys, and I draw in all the support and resistance levels on the daily time frame. So I really got this level from looking back here. You could see there was a top here. This is where the base of the support and resistance started, and this is where the bottom of it is, because I look at this whole area as a zone, a support and resistance zone. So if I have wicks, there's times where I'll just take the bottom here and I'll just make a level like this. So we'll do something much like this. We'll put this as a rectangle so we can know where that zone is. So we'll use the bottom of the base and the bottom of the wick, and that would have set my support and resistance level. So we'll make that one a little grayish so we could see what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so and then I would have extended it all the way across the chart, and then this would be my support and resistance level. All right, so if price came down to that level, but you could see my top here was the best level because I went back to this level here and it had nice touches here, and then I made that top of the zone, and then we made the bottom. So you want to make sure you're drawing your support and resistance levels on your charts and making sure you update them and make sure you get rid of zones that are no good anymore, that have been violated more than one, two times or so. So you want to get rid of those lines. If you're drawing just a support and resistance line, much like something like this, you just put a line in here. And if that line is violated too many times, then you're going to want to get rid of it because it's probably not being honored anymore. But as I was saying about my zones, you could see the bottom zone here. And if I was going to make a top zone, this would be the exact way that I would do it. So here would be the base of the bottom of that zone right here where this line is. So I'll make it a rectangle so you could see how I really do this. So I want to have a support and resistance zone. And this is the zone because you could see I'm covering including this wick here, and then it would extend all the way across the chart, but I would put it in to go across the chart, and that would be my resistance zone. So if price came up to that level, then that would be my resistance zone, much like my support zone down here. So now once price gets up into that zone and shows me a nice price action entry, that's when I'm going to get into the trade. Now I'm going to take this off the chart and I'm going to show you what we're looking at. So I have the 150 EMA on here, and I have my support and resistance zones. The 150 basically is just pretty much telling me the direction of the market, and you could look at the market and tell yourself. You don't really even need this on here, but you do get some nice bounces off of this 150, so that's why I like to leave it on there. You could see where we had a nice bounce here, a nice bounce here. So then you go to your 4 hour time frame, and then you could see my entry here. What I did, I saw this nice big pin bar here. So with that big rejection here, when I get a rejection candle like this, I want to look to get into a trade. Whenever I see a rejection candle at a support and resistance level, I want to get into a trade. So pretty much you had that right here. You had the same thing right here. uh, let's see, we go back to the daily. You could see where you had a nice rejection off of this 150 right here. So same trade, and we made this trade, and I showed this last week. um, that's what you're looking for, these big rejection candles like this with long wicks. All right, most of the time they're pin bars. This here more is like a big doji, but I'm gonna still call it a rejection candle. All right, because it's rejecting that level. All the way up here is where all bulls are in the market, but then you get to this level and you start to see where bears get very interested in here, and that's where they push this down and then push the market farther down. Now we found a support zone. Okay, now we wanted to catch that level, so we went to the 4 hour time frame, and we saw the exact same thing. As I said, a rejection bar here. So when you see that rejection with that long wick, that's telling you that the market is being rejected at that level. And we want to see a rejection at support and resistance because we want to buy the support and sell the resistance levels. All right, breakout traders would do the opposite. They're going to sell the support here and they're going to buy the resistance up here. But if you're trading regular support and resistance, you want to sell resistance up here, and you want to buy support down here. That's why you're looking for a reversal of these levels. So when I'm looking for a reversal, I want to see a rejection, that the market was coming all the way down, then I see a rejection right at my level where I made my zone. If I see that, then I'm going to get into the market probably 100 times out of 100. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for on the support and resistance trade. That's what I'm looking for with a rejection candle. And let's look at another pair to see what we're looking at when we see some opportunities arising. So we're looking here at the Euro Aussie, and you can see pretty much we reached this zone here. I have another support and resistance zone, so I'm going to show you the daily first because that's where I start all my levels off of. So this level came from this big wick here. So I make that area because that's where price has been before. So price can go up to that level. I'm not going to tell you that price will stop at this level or this level. So I don't know. So we make this whole zone because price can stop anywhere in this area, because support and resistance is not just a line per se, it's an area, more like a zone as I have drawn here. So you start to see a rejection candle, and you can see we had a big monster move with a strong bullish candle, and this is the daily time frame. But then soon as price got up to this level, you saw a rejection. Now this is the previous week's high here, so that's also going to be an important level. But you had a rejection here. We have a previous week's low down here, a big rejection at this level. So if you go down to the 4 hour time frame, which I'm trading, then you could see there's a rejection candle here, another rejection here, and then the market dropped a little bit. Now the market attempted to attack this level. You have a big doji here. All right, I don't really consider this one a big rejection, because price open and close pretty much the same. You have a rejection on both levels here, so that's pretty much indecision of what's going on here, because the market never moved anywhere. It went higher, came back, went lower, came back, open and closed pretty much where it started from. But then now you can see the market starting to fall down. So when you see this big doji like this, an indecision, you want to get below the lows of that level to trade. Now sometime you're going to look at that and you're going to see how big your stop loss is, and you're not going to be able to get into the trade. So this is 90, at least 98 pip stop loss, closer to 100 pip stop loss. So you may not be able to enter that trade. So some of these trades you're going to have to let go, because some of these wicks are so big, and they may not, it may not fit into your risk reward. Okay, it may not fit into your risk management, your money management, as to how much you can lose per trade. So you may want to let some trades go. But again, this is another indecision at support and resistance. You have rejections here at resistance, and then you could see the market fell a little bit. Market came back. There was indecision at this level. So you see rejections and indecision. Then you start to feel the market will drop. You want to get below that low. And then being that this is more like a, let's look at this over. It's going sideways. All right. So you would look for your next level where you might want to look to take profit. So I look to my left all the time to see the support and resistance levels, and then I'll look for a level where I may look to take profit. And if the market gets past that level, then I just shoot down, go to the next level. So I'll move my target down here and look for the market to come down to this level. And if we violate, then we look down to go to a next level. This will be pretty much the next level of support and resistance. And then a violation take us all the way down here somewhere. All right, so you just have to manage your trade, and it's the 4 hour time frame, so I can manage my trades. I have time in between to manage the trade. All right, now if I'm just going to set a level like this and I put it way down here, price may come here and then turn around and go back up and attack that zone, and probably eventually break through that zone. But that's support and resistance, guys, and a little bit of price action trading with these rejection candles. That's what I do a lot of. Same thing with Ichimoku, looking for the exact same things I'm looking for here pretty much. All right, so there's nothing really, basically what I'm doing in trading is support and resistance and price action, and just looking at levels where I want to get into my trade or where I want to get out of my trade. And that's basically all that I'm doing all the time. All right, guys. So hopefully this helped you guys out a little bit looking at some of these opportunities. One of my suggestions is that each day, every day, New York close time, that you look at the New York candle close, all right, and see what you have on that on the daily time frame. And when you look at your daily time frame, so if you go to your daily time frame, say we go to this Aussie CAD here, we go to the daily time frame. When we get to the daily time frame and we see the close of a candle and we see something like this, we're looking for candles that close as big wicks, long wick candles on the daily time frame, and those are where those are the candles we're gonna trade. All right, so this is a daily time frame. Look at the rejection of this level here. As long as you have a support and resistance area, that's what you want to look for at support and resistance. So you want to make sure you're drawing your levels in really good. You want to look for candles that look pretty much like this. And if this was a support and resistance level on a daily time frame and you came up to resistance, what would you look for? You would look for this market to drop, because you have a big rejection at your support or your resistance level rather. So that's what you look for Every day I suggest that you do that with the pairs that you're watching and looking at, and look at the daily time frame at least to see what's happening with the overall picture, because when you see a rejection on the daily, a lot of times that's going to lead you to where the market's going. And you could see it pretty much happen here. This is a support, a resistance level. You could see what we have here and what we have here. Now the market hit that level, made a big rejection, and then came down and dropped. So I think it's very important that you start looking at that daily time frame to see what you have at your candle close at New York time. All right. So that's just a little bit of support and resistance, price action trading, basically looking at your candle rejections, and those are going to be some of your biggest trading opportunities to get into. All right, traders, hopefully that was a little beneficial to you, and I will be returning soon. But until then, thank you and have a great week of trading. God bless. So long.